Hello all, welcome back to Market Street in Manchester. It's been a few days and I've missed it like the toothache. Okay, there's Crackadilly Gardens. There's one of these businesses, I don't know what they do finance, but not only have they had to take out the glass entry spinning circular door thing, they've also put plastic perspex where the glass used to be. It's a bit bendy and you can see, but this is because the pro-Hamas guys keep attacking it, because they're one hammering a British business away from a Hamas victory. Come on, help the resistance, help the tunnel dwellers, help the baby kidnappers. When all your nice glass is now perspective. Primark recently coming under fire for not using enough white models in their advertising. I've decided to use Albino Boy. Albino Boy. He's never seen melanin in his life. Pigment, never heard of it. The charities have started giving out triangular reflective coffins. Obviously sleeping pods for the homeless here, so that they could survive the cold and the rain and so forth. Which is compassionate, but unfortunately, you assist with certain things. It's hard because you make it more comfortable, and what happens is you double and treble the number of the people. They go, oh, I'll try a life on the street, doesn't look so bad. Welcome to the Iraqi Consulate in Manchester. They got some nice Babylonian imagery in there. There's Babylon. Nobody likes Babylon anymore. And the diplomat code for Iraq is 183. X designates that it's a diplomatic plate. So in theory, they're immune to tickets, because literally that car and everything in it is classified as actually Iraq. Whoa, forgive me, Iraqis. Iraqi sovereign land. That car, the police wouldn't even be allowed to search it. I kid you not. Which is why, very controversially, in the 80s, when we were a bit upset with Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, a scummy degenerate within the Libyan embassy in London shot a policewoman dead in London. Now, usually, that shit goes down. They're like, bring in the SBS, bring in the SAS. Yeah, we're gonna kill every motherfucker in that building. But because it's diplomatic land, nothing happened. And whoever did it got away with murdering a British police person in broad daylight. So, a big part of the fun of my channel is listening out for emergency sirens and then trying to geolocate it amidst all the echoing buildings. It can really throw you off. One echo. And it seems like here, one of these office buildings, yep, definitely, has had an evacuation order. The fire alarm has gone off. I wouldn't say it's a fire alarm test because it costs a lot of money. Oh, the guy behind me literally confirmed it. As I said, it's not a test. It's not a test, it's a fire alarm. Here's a lovely Gothic building. It's now actually the Gotham Hotel. On point with the branding, on point with the name. One day, the YouTuber Walk With Me Tim will acknowledge my little quotes, will acknowledge my love. Come on, Tim. Leave me a comment in the comment section. Purdy. Oof. I think I've been recognized. I'm not sure if they like me. They're laughing. The look onto King Street. And once they are vacated, they make perfect hiding places for any improvised explosive device. Okay, there's a bunch of young people of very diverse ethnicities going into the Arndale playing very loud, what I assume to be drill music. If it's copyrighted, we'll do 3 or 4 second clips. I think they're shooting one of their little TikTok videos. Oh, you're doing a little video? Now this is the kind of wholesome disruption that I approve of. It's literally sound waves. So this guy's got the right idea. He's living it on TikTok. Look. He's telling them, don't be a grass, don't snitch, don't snitch. And they go down one escalator, up another. All right, everyone's rising up. Here's security. I knew it wouldn't take long. The redcoats have arrived, Mr. Paul Revere. Security is currently monitoring the situation, and everyone's saying, leave them alone. It's just a teenage music video. Oh, wait. Oh, shiver me timbers. It's kicking off, as in they're running. Now, the cveitch masterclass in security, I would just let them walk through, because it's when you try and shut it down that it kicks off. So what's going on?
So it's just blasting music, innit?
Just a bit of music. No one gets hurt with a bit of music. Okay, from what I can tell now, they're being left alone. They've realized trying to stop this to just make it worse. Oh, they don't like Manchester City. They're mad at Manchester City. Uh-oh, super dry is not... Oh no, it's not super dry, forgive me. I'm so innocent. Super dry is beneath us. They've gone into the underwear store. What the WTF, man? So one of the security guards has told me that one of the young guys at the front is a rapper known as H. Huh. The rapper known as Huh. I've had my run-in with him in the past. I actually thought he was a total twat, but I'll keep my opinions to myself here because it's still wholesome disruption. Is that H? Is that H? I'm told that that is a Huh. That is haha. It's good to see he's still as mature as he was when I had my run-in with him. A little wide angle for you guys. Okay, he's still a twat. He's still a twat. The world isn't ready for the xenomorph Robocop hybrid. It's just not, okay? It's not. We could deal with vagina-faced predator. No problem, vagina dentata. But Robocop alien? That's going too far. Oh! His Majesty's government. Go on, Charlie. How's your government doing? Have you not been tempted to dissolve Parliament yet, as is your right as king? Following some very successful and concise, so concise rants, many of my viewers in the comments section have asked me if I want to go into politics. Where's HM government? There it is. And the answer is no. Can't stand them. My parents used to tell me to try and be an MP, not for any moral reasons. They're like, oh, think of the perks, think of the money, think of the expenses. But there's more to life than money. There's dignity, there's honor, there's loyalty, there's love, there's brotherhood. And I don't think you can be very effective in government. I mean, look at Great Britain. Maybe one of the very greatest countries on earth. And what's the government done? Turned it into a war zone. I'll tell you a statistic. In the last 10 years, more illegal men, illegal as in they're not allowed to be here, illegal men of military age have arrived in this country than there are members of the British Army. Now, if that's not a recipe for a potential disaster, I don't know what is. But me, Charlie cveitch, in government? Nah. We're at the People's History Museum. It should really be called the Marxist left-wing peasant museum. Which radical are you? Thomas Paine, Ewan McCall, Robert Lowes, Jaya Ben Desai, Annie Besant. I'll tell you which radical I am. I'm the radical Charlie cveitch. Well, question is, why should architects and construction people make buildings beautiful? The answer is because the population has to look at it every day, and that information goes into your brain via the wires at the back of your eyeballs, and it's reconstructed in your mind. So do you want to be reconstructing shit, or do you want to be reconstructing pearls? That's it. It's as simple as that. Following the popularity of the random alleyway in Burnley, thank you very much for your feedback. Here is the random alleyway in St. Anne's Square called Old Bank Street. Welcome to Roots, bloody Roots, and here's a true photon man, look at that. Proper camera and a gimbal. He needs stability in his life, whereas when you've got brain surgery hands like me, you don't need extra stability, you do it yourself like a real man. Hey, hey, hey. Absolutely nothing. I'm just going to tell you guys a funny story. I'm walking along and I see a folded over piece of paper. And I see that and I was like, here we go. Pro-Palestine, pro-Hamas, pro-anti-Semitic propaganda. And then I picked it up and folded it out. It's actually a state school called the Manchester Academy here in the city centre for year 9 I don't know if you know Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice, but I'll give you a quick plot summary. Antonio is an anti-Semitic guy in Venice, borrows some money off a Jewish guy, unable to repay it back. The Jewish guy demands a pound of flesh, and then people come in at the end of the play and save the day, and Antonio doesn't have to pay his pound of flesh. Now, that looks like it's straight out of the Hamas Ministry of Education. Now, what do my viewers think? Am I seeing anti-Semitism everywhere? Or is this an Islamist-run academy in a lefty-controlled council letting the young kids know what Judaism is from their point of view? You tell me. Okay, welcome to St. Peter's Square now. This is the Midland Hotel, which in about 1905, Winston Churchill stayed in this hotel and famously said of the Manchester poor, and I quote, "Oh, these poor people, they've never had a complicated thought in their lives." How did he know? Did he predict the crackhead problem? And I came along here because the migrant refugee camp with all the tents was based alongside the hotel after being kicked out from next to the town hall. But the Midland Hotel, being a five-star hotel, we're not happy with the refugee camp literally on their wall. And so what's happened? They've allowed the refugee camp to go back outside the back of the town hall here. And if we come to the library, which is a stunning building, a really beautiful building, they're now allowing, because it's dry under here, they're getting very refugee campy here at the Central Library underneath the giant Roman and Greek pillars. It's crackhead central. And again, wonderful places to hide an improvised explosive device. What was that film? I forget, had Bruce Willis in it and that younger guy, I forget his name, and they were traveling back in the past, and I think Jeff Daniels played a kind of gangster, and Jeff Daniels said, and this was like a 20-year-old movie, and it was set around 2025, and he said, no, go to Asia, go to China, go to the Far East, the West is finished. And then it cut to massive tent cities full of crackheads in LA. And it's coming to Europe as well. So I listened to Johnny Vaughan on Radio X, 4 till 7 thing. There you go, free plug, Johnny. Johnny Vaughan's a very funny, charismatic man, very good radio presenter, and you might remember him from presenting Big Brother alongside Denise Van Outen. He cracked a joke. He goes, I've just been on holiday, and it was ordered, and I felt safe. And then I realized I wasn't in a democracy. And that's how you know you're not in a democracy, because you feel safe, and everything's clean, and it's well ordered. It wasn't meant to be like this, was it? Not sure I agree with putting LG TV 4K plus propaganda on poppies here at the Manchester Cenotaph. Their name liveth forevermore. It's disrespectful in my opinion. Okay, cveitch, forte bene, mulțumesc. We're here outside the Romanian Consulate in Manchester. Romanian Consulate, and I got something to tell you. The European Union, that Soviet superstate, federal European superstate, have cancelled the second round voting in the presidential elections in Romania. Can you believe that? The Soviet European Union has cancelled the election. Do you know why? Apparently, they found some 25,000 TikTok accounts were set up before the election, and they were telling people to vote for some far-right candidate who, if the BBC are calling him far-right, he's probably just a normal white guy who wants his daughters to walk safely in a city without needing armed protection to not get rapoed. Anyway, the European Union, which Nigel Farage, the Reform leader, got us out of here in the UK, because it's a modern Soviet Union. And I can't believe that the European Union has the power to cancel an election in Romania. Like, whatever next? And apparently it's not the first time they've cancelled an election in Romania. And it's a meme with the European Union. No wonder we left. If you vote the wrong way, if you vote wrong, they'll cancel the election until you vote right. Remember the Lisbon Treaty? Cancel it until you vote for it.